Hey everyone, it's Tracy Martirani here from Holistic Wellness with Tracy, doing another installment of my self-development book club. As you know, I set a reading goal for myself to either read or reread a self-development book every month this year. And today I'm on number 5, which is Gentle by Courtney Carver. I always want to say her name wrong. I don't know why. I'm a big fan of Courtney Carver. I actually found her many years ago on her blog, Be More with Less, where her focus at the time was a lot about capsule wardrobes. She wrote a book called Project 333, which I was a big fan of. And while I've never actually instituted it following her exact rules, it has inspired me season after season to really pare down and minimalize my wardrobe into like a capsule wardrobe for the season. So if that sounds interesting, you might want to check out that book. But her newest book, Gentle, is less of a how to do, like less of a do better, do more book, and more about messaging to us that it is okay to go slow and rest and be gentle with yourself. Sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to mention that while I'm sitting here editing this, I realized that there's some weird scratchy background noise because I didn't have my microphone attached properly, and I apologize. You'll learn in this book, along with her other books, about her journey to sort of minimalism, simplicity. She was diagnosed with MS, and before then was very much a maximalist, go, go, go. I think she was like a marketing manager or advertising manager, something along those lines. And then she got diagnosed with MS and realized that she really needed to slow down and simplify her life. So she went through a bunch of stuff to like get out of debt, to change careers, to minimize her life, to slow down and remove a lot of stress from her life. And she, I think, was pretty successful with it. And that is sort of where this book ends up, where all of the lessons that she learned kind of wrap up into this book. Now, the subtitle of this, it's Gentle, Rest More, Stress Less, and Live the Life You Actually Want. Sounds pretty good. This is more of an anti-productivity book. It's not a how to get more done in a day. It's really a lot more of a permission slip to slow down and live a life of ease. And not to say that you don't do the stuff you need to do, but just a subtle mindset shift that it isn't always about doing more, doing it faster, that sometimes you can actually be more productive and more intentional with your activities in your life and everything you do if you slow down. And to read just a little bit of the inner flap to you, this is the Don't Do It All self-help book you need to live with less stress and more ease, less overwhelm and more joy by uncovering the gentle you. Grounded in self-compassion and a fierce commitment to less, becoming the gentle you isn't about taking the easy road. It's about the practice of real self-care that, over time, will soothe your nervous system and strengthen your relationships. I think I've mentioned before that I find in a lot of self-development books, often like the first half is where you get the most aha moments, or where I get the most aha moments. And the second half, usually less. And I will say that is true with this book. When I look through to see like where I marked things, there are definitely more marks and underlines and book darts in the first half of the book. But I do find that I was still marking some stuff in the last section of the book. So it's not, I don't know, I feel like some self-development books, the first half is all you ever really need, and the second half is just trying to get up to a certain page count. That's how a lot of them feel to me. This one, a little bit so, but not so much. It's definitely worth reading the whole thing. I want to start also by reading to you sort of how Courtney defines gentle in this book. Gentle is the antidote to overwhelm, an invitation to choose consistency over intensity, easing through instead of pushing through, creating strength in stillness, putting yourself first, and rejecting the old rules and creating your own. The layout of this book, it is in 3 parts. The first part is rest. And in this part, she talks all about like different ways to rest. We tend to think of resting as taking a nap or sitting down and putting your feet up. But she thinks a little outside the box, I guess, as to what resting means, as far as like doing things that you enjoy. Like if you are always go, 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 very analytical, trying to, work, you're a workaholic, that type of thing, taking some time just to do something creative, like painting or sewing or gardening, things like that are considered rest. Putting yourself to bed, that is one thing she does talk about, is getting enough sleep, because that is one thing that a lot of us are very guilty of, trying to do one more thing until bedtime is long past and we're up way too late. There's actually, I think, 10 different chapters in rest, and they're not long chapters. And then the second part is called Less, and that is a little bit about minimalism. And I don't want to use that word because it's not necessarily about getting rid of all of your stuff. It's about simplifying your space, your calendar, getting rid of just things that aren't important to you so that you can enjoy the things that are. And that is actually 11 chapters. And it's everything from getting rid of some of your stuff to maybe changing some of your habits, getting rid of some of your habits that aren't so healthy, letting go of regret. There's a long list, 11. And then the third section is titled Rise. And this is more sort of how you use that gentleness to accomplish the things you want to accomplish, to prioritize what you want to prioritize in your life. And ironically, I don't know if I read it in here. I think it was in here in the beginning, in the introduction, or if I heard her talking about it in her podcast. I think it was in the book. But she talks about her first instinct when arranging this book was to put rest as the third section. And then she realized that that's exactly what she's talking about, is like the attitude that we have to earn rest, that we have to earn self-care, that we have to push ourselves almost to burnout before we're willing to take time and like relax and recuperate and rejuvenate and take care of ourselves. So she switched the priority and put rest first, because in her mind and in this book, that's what allows you to do great things. If you're not well rested and well taken care of, you can't do the things that you want to do and accomplish all you want to accomplish, or you spend your time accomplishing the wrong things, not the things you really want. And the last thing I want to tell you is just a few quotes. Now, there were, again, lots of things. I put book darts in here. I underlined a lot of stuff, marked sections, but a lot of them were bigger sections that I can't just read to you. I don't want to read to you. I want you to buy the book and read it yourself. So there's only a few small quotes that I made note of, and I want to share a few of them with you now. The first one was just on page 4. I love it when page 4 already has me underlining. She says on page 4, we've been taught that rest has to be earned. You can earn it by overworking, overachieving, and overdoing it. And that is true. I do feel like that is just the attitude, that if you aren't working and being productive, then you don't deserve rest. You don't need rest. You have to push yourself almost to the point of breakdown before it's seen as something that we should be doing, right? Resting and taking care of ourselves. That doesn't even make sense, but that's how we do it. On page 55, she says, going to bed is always more important than doing one more thing. Again, I can't disagree with that. I feel like so often I will stay up past when I wanted to go to bed to do something that I can do tomorrow. It's not anything that's over important. Sometimes it's a stupid thing like watching a TV show because I feel like I need to watch one more TV show before I go to bed because I've only watched 2 already and I want to watch 3. Or it's one more task around the house that can wait for tomorrow. Prioritize going to bed. The 4th one is when people tell you no pain, no gain, or I'm so busy, or I can sleep when I'm dead, thou shalt gently tell them to F off or simply smile and share this book with them. That made me laugh out loud because it just sounded so funny because I could hear it in her voice because I watch her or listen to her podcast and have followed her for a long time. I can hear her say that. So it made me chuckle. And the last one, there is literally nothing in nature that blooms all year long, so do not expect yourself to do so. And that isn't actually her words. She was quoting something else, and I couldn't remember. I wrote it down, and I didn't go back to look to see who she was actually quoting, but it wasn't her words, but I think they're important. So the bottom line is I did really enjoy this book. It's not for everybody. If you are in an age of your life where you just aren't even interested in trying to slow down, you're really more interested in just speeding up and doing more, the book might not be for you. It might, though, on the other hand, convince you that you're looking at things wrong, but it might not as well. So you have to know yourself and know if this sounds like something that's speaking to you. If it is, I highly recommend picking up this book. It is very good. She also has a couple other books. I mentioned Project 333. The other one is, I think, Soulful Simplicity, I believe is the name of her other book. So feel free to check those out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day.